risk premium in the corporate bond. Okay? Now, see if you can find out which equation would we use for this off your formula sheet.
R equals R asterisk plus I.
Perfect, right there, okay? Everybody sees that equation right there? And so, if you would, here's my treasury bill, T-bill, and my corporate down here. Okay? Now, notice the maturity. Is there any difference in the maturity of the bonds? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay? So, here's what we're told. A treasury bond has 6.2%. What is that made up of? It's made up of the 6.2% comes from the sum of the risk-free rate, the inflation premium, and the maturity risk premium. What is the default risk premium and liquidity premium on treasury bills? Zero. Why is that?
They can't default.
The U.S. government cannot default. Are we okay with that? Yes? All right. So, and then it's going to be, I'm going to say plus 0 plus 0. Are we okay? Good? So this stuff right here, these three pieces equal 6.2%. Good so far? Now remember, risk-free rate affects all bonds. Doesn't matter whether you're a corporate bonds, AA bonds, single A bonds, treasury bills, 10-year, 20-year, 15-year. Risk-free rate is going to be the same. Inflation premium is simply the average of the expected inflation over, in this case, the life of the bond. Both bonds are 10 years. Are we okay with that? So we're using the same inflation data. So these two, the inflation premium is going to be the same for both the 10-year corporate and the 10-year treasury bill. Everyone's okay with that? Understands that? Maturity risk premium, again, we're talking depends on the length of the bond's life. In this case, they're both 10 years. Are we okay with that? So, if you would, for the corporate bond, this comes out to be 7.9 equals 6.2. That takes into account those three. Are we good? All right. What, and let's call this they give us my liquidity premium, right? Of 0.4. And then we have our default risk premium. So can you solve for that? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. You come out with, what is that, 6.6, 1.3%? Are we good?
What about the 0.08%? What is that for?
Okay.
That's
No, it's a great question. That is the maturity risk premium, correct?
Yeah.
Now, that's the trick. I guess that's the tricky part, or they can throw a trick at you. That is included. Remember when we looked at our treasury bills? It includes three pieces: risk-free rate, inflation premium, maturity risk premium. So that's already counted that 0.8 in here. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I wanted to, I could have said 0.8 and then made these two 5.4. But are we okay? You okay with that, Steve?
Yeah.
And then the other thought is, again, this number, since the maturity for both bonds are the same, they're going to be equal, these three pieces. Questions on that?
So it's B?
What is it, 1.3?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. Okay. Kaiser, Kenny, question or stretch?
Yes.
Okay, Kaiser Industries has bonds on the market making annual payments with 14 years to maturity and selling for $1,382. Okay, at this price, the bond's yield to maturity is 7.3%. What is the coupon rate, right? Correct? Now, does everyone see this is going to be a bond problem that we can use our third row of our calculator on? Everyone sees that? This gives us the maturity, how many years, or payments. It tells us what the current price is. It tells us what the par value is. It even tells us what the yield to maturity is. Correct? Good. So, payment N and I sub Y. Okay, so here's what happens. When we solve for payment, everyone sees that That's the one piece that's missing. Everyone sees that? Okay, when we solve for payment, is that in dollar terms or percent terms?
Dollar.
Oh,
But they're asking for the coupon rate, correct? So we're gonna solve for some number here. Now, how do I get the coupon rate?
divided by 1,000.
Divided by 1,000. Because how did we come up with, normally, when we worked it the other way, how did we come up with that payment? The payment equaled the coupon rate times the par or the face value, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna solve for this number. As Kenny said, we have the par value, and we'll calculate our coupon rate. Are we okay with that? So let's go ahead and plug the numbers in. That $1,382, where does that go?
Previous value.
Present value, exactly. Remember, it's a negative number because the scenario is we're taking out our money out of our pocket today to purchase the bond. The future value,
1,000.
1,000. Are we okay? That's the par value. Positive number, why positive? Because if we buy the bond today, we can receive that money when the bond matures. Payment, we don't know. Okay, N,
14.
14 annual payments over the next 14 years. And I sub Y,
7.5.
7.5. Notice annual payments, yield to maturity, they're both in annual terms. We don't need to go ahead and, divide by 2 or multiply by 2. So what do you come out with your payment, please? I think it's 100,
It's about 120.
120. Are we good?
12%.
Good. And then 120 equals, you divide it by the par value, which we're given to come up with our coupon rate of 12%. Are we all right? Everyone sees that? Okay, so here's kind of like a two-part problem.